Okay, I'm in the final stages of my separation process here. I'm down to one small little pile, which I've not quite finished yet. There's the bin where I've been collecting my worm compost. There's a container where I've been throwing separated worms. Here's the new box. You can see it's still got the scraps from the old box in there, plus new shredded newspaper bedding. Now I've got to just finish up this one pile here. Oh, you can see this pile has a nice cluster in the bottom of it. Separate those out. So I put that cluster of worms in with the others. Got a few more here to pick up. It's a little hard to do this and hold the camera at the same time. But basically, I've separated out most of my worms now. The whole process is I've probably spent about, I guess, maybe an hour or so, plus my waiting time separating these out. So it is a little time consuming, but the end product is so good. I've gotten a good production of worms out of this particular box. It was only a small box too, and it only started with 100. I had 100 European night crawlers bed run in here, and I did add probably maybe 100 or so red wigglers. So probably the whole box had maybe 250 worms to start. And as I said before, I probably went about, I guess close to 9 months on this particular box. I didn't baby them too much. I probably should have fed them more than I fed them, but it ended up with a nice load of compost. Okay, I'm pretty much finished with that compost there. There may have been a few worms left in it, but I do have a few worms in there. I can pick a few more out. So I got most of the worms out of there. Now what I do is, now that I've finished with this compost, oh, there's another nice worm, I put a banana peel in there. Now the purpose of the banana peel is to track any of the worms that I did not select out of here, because I don't like to waste any of my worms before I process it. So what I do is I put a banana peel in, and then I cover the whole thing with wet newspaper, like so. Now I may have this box like this for a month, even 2 months sometime, depending upon whether I need the compost or not. I mean, now is not the gardening season, so I'll accumulate more of these. Then what I do is every few days I will check. I'll pull this paper back and I'll look underneath this banana peel, which will eventually turn brown, and that's where all the worms will accumulate that I missed in that compost. And I probably, out of this one bin, I would guess I might get as many as 200 additional worms out of that one bin, because there are a lot of eggs in the compost that's been put in here, as well as worms that I missed when I was doing the sorting process. So it is well worthwhile doing this little procedure that I follow. Then once I find I'm not getting any worms out of it anymore, then's the time that I'll take off the newspaper, let it dry out a little bit, because you don't want it too moist when I'm trying to sift it. And then I will do the final sifting, and I'll have the compost ready for next year, or to sell if I have customers for the compost. Now you can see I got a nice load of worms here. I would say probably over, I got at least close to 500 worms here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take half of these worms, so I got probably about 250 worms, and I'm going to put them in the new box. So I got those in the box. I'll shine the light on that. And those worms will be ready in another 8, 9 months, 6 months, depending upon how they do. I will dump it again and the procedure will start all over again. And that's it. This has ended up being a very nice productive box, and it was one of my small 8-gallon containers, so I'm really pleased with the results here. I got very close to 10 pounds of compost out of it, which is good production, and I guess about 500 worms. So it just shows that the combination of the red wigglers and the European night crawlers works very well. And I will continue to do this on quite a few of my boxes, as well as having boxes with the specific kinds. That's my end of my video. I want to thank you for watching. Check out woosworms.com if you're interested in any more details concerning worm composting, vermicomposting, starting new boxes, or whatever. Or you can always give me a call or email me. I'm always glad to help out. Thank you. Bye.